So we've had the announcement of the stuff coming to Season 1 for Modern Warfare 2. And yes, I've titled this one that Modern Warfare 2 is a joke, or Modern Warfare 2 Season 1 is a joke. Because if we take a look at this, there's actually pretty much nothing new in there whatsoever. But not only that, a lot of this stuff isn't actually coming at the launch of Season 1. Some of it is in season, meaning it won't be available for, I'm going to say, around a month or two. This is the announcement picture for Season 1. And if we start off on the top left, we'll work our way down the left-hand side. Then we'll go over to the right-hand side because that's even more of a joke. At the very top left, we have a new map, Al Mazrah. And yeah, this is the Warzone 2 map. You'll see that it does say Warzone 2.0 above it. But this is the brand new map that's coming to the franchise of Warzone, the Battle Royale mode that Activision seems to rinse their players with. I haven't seen too much on it. I've seen like the overview of the map or whatever you want to call it. And it's nothing but frustrating. How many times do the Call of Duty fans have to ask for High Rise and for other maps similar to that, Terminal, Skidrow? There's so many different maps, I'm not even going to go through a massive list of them. But there are so many maps that players ask for. And instead of going, here's a 6v6 version of High Rise or a 6v6 multiplayer version of Terminal, we're going to bring back the classic one-man army noob tubes and stuff, just for a bit of fun in a limited time mode or something, you know? Because it would be quite frustrating to have it in the game all the time. Like, if I'm going back to that experience on the classic Modern Warfare 2, the noob tubes across map did get a little bit annoying. Unless, of course, it was me doing it, then it was obviously fun. But what did they do? Because I believe it was during Modern Warfare 2019, they went, fuck you, like big premium title fans, we're going to put High Rise and stuff into the mobile version of our game. And then what are they doing with Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 in 2022? They're going, fuck you, give me money. I'm going to release these maps on the Warzone map where I have an in-game store that I can try and rinse you for more of your money. We're not going to separate fan favourite classic maps and put them into the traditional 6v6 multiplayer. We're going to just put those maps into Warzone, where we know a lot of players are going to be spending money. They do also have the new mode, which is DMZ. I haven't seen anything on it yet. I will be covering gameplay and stuff. I'll have a look at it. But the one thing I have heard about it so far is that it's absolutely broken and it's nothing like Escape from Tarkov in terms of like actually competing for which game has better quality for an extraction game. I heard that Shroud was playing it and he found an infinite money glitch or something, so there's no point playing because he has absolutely everything at his disposal. He found a way to glitch it, exploit it, whatever, got lucky. I don't know exactly what happened, but I've heard there's a problem with the economy already before it's even fucking released. Then we go down to the new Gulag. How many times did players kick off about the Gulag experience and just how often they kept changing up the map? People just wanted Gulag as Gulag. And now what have they done? Oh, we don't give a shit that you don't like the maps we're putting in the Gulag. We're now going to make it a 2v2. So you have to rely on some random player you've never met in your entire fucking life to try and carry you out of this. But what makes this even worse, and we're going to go through the blog post, I'll talk about everything in more detail in another video. But what they've also done is you have this AI called the Jailer, and you can team up. So you've got the 2v2 traditional Gulag, and then you've got this Jailer that comes in, so you can team up with your enemy team, take the Jailer down, and all four of you get released from the Gulag. Who in their right mind is going to be put in a team of two, facing off against another team of two, and wait for some stupid fucking AI then team up? Your goal in the Gulag is to kill your opponents and get released back into the Warzone map. The AI edition, I think, is stupid. Then they've actually had the audacity to put this onto the announcement image of Season 1. New vehicles, the heavy chopper, the Hummer EV. Then we've got new game features. We've got aquatic combat, because you can swim in this game, you can go underwater in this game, and that's a brand new game feature. But it's not new. There are maps in Modern Warfare 2 multiplayer that you can go underwater and you can do the aquatic combat. But then we have circle collapse. There can be more than one circle in Warzone 2. Or should I call it More Zone 2? Because they just want more money from the player base. The circle collapse features up to 3 circles that can close in at any given time, then towards the end of the match, they will start merging. The whole point of a battle royale is last man standing. You should be doing everything to get players to fight against each other to be the best in that lobby. That's the whole point of last man standing, battle royale. So they've gone and split up the circle so that everyone's got their own little fucking safe spaces until towards the end of the match. Then we have proximity chat. I actually love this feature. It's taken away from the parts of the game that are woke, like all the calling cards and stuff. There's no like country flags. There's barely anything in the calling card section of multiplayer besides about 15 pride flags. But proximity chat isn't catering to those that are going to get offended. You're going to kill someone in Warzone, and if you've got your game chat open, if you've got proximity chat on, you're going to hear people being very fucking abusive. And at the same time as it being good, because it's not catering to that offending everyone sort of woke thing, there is going to be some bad, because people will be racist, they'll be overly abusive, there'll be threats, and like, it's a 50-50, but I like the idea of them not being scared to, quote-unquote, offend people. But then we have new buy stations. They're exactly the fucking same. They've just got a new interface. But then Modern Warfare 2 has a new user interface, a UI, and it's absolute trash. So that's another thing that we're going to have to wait and see how it actually feels to play for ourselves and not just base it on gameplay we've seen of streams and stuff. Then there's a third-person playlist. I think that's quite good. Adding to the experience of Warzone, even if it's not for everyone. It's a battle royale that's been oversaturated for the last God knows how many years now. But it is nice that they can add in the third person so that it's not just limited to multiplayer. Then you've got interrogation. I'm not actually sure what that is. I'm guessing you can do like a takedown sort of thing, but you interrogate the enemy to find out where other players are or something. I don't actually know, but it's supposedly a new game feature. Then at the bottom left of this picture, we have Modern Warfare 2. So we have new maps. And it says new maps. These are not new maps. We have Shoot House, which is from Modern Warfare 2019, if I remember correctly, as well as Shipment as well. I don't know which Call of Duty started these maps first, but it's all reskinned, recycled shit. Shoot House can be frustrating, Shipment can be frustrating. I actually quite like both maps if I'm having a good day, but then I'm pretty sure that's the case for every other player. The problem with this is that we only get Shoot House at the start of the season. We have to wait for that in-season, probably December, January sort of time, to actually get Shipment. So with this, there is one fucking map. That is all that's coming to the game, is one map for the start of Season 1. They didn't do a pre-season. They launched the game with a load of features missing and stuff, and this is all they've got. They haven't even bothered creating something new. They've reskinned an old map from a previous Call of Duty. Players have been playing on these maps for the last 3 years. This is not acceptable for a season. I don't care if people are saying this content's free. It's not actually free. This is stuff that should have been in the game at the fucking launch. This is what you paid £100 for. Or if you've got the standard edition, this is what you paid £70 for. But not only that, I've seen comments on other videos talking about Season 1, and apparently, I think it's called Shoot the Ship, where it's a mixture of Shipment and Shoot House, and they've actually removed it from Modern Warfare 2019 just to implement it into Modern Warfare 2. But there's some problems with the weapons and stuff on the right-hand side we'll get into in a minute. So I really don't like the idea of the two maps. Where's High Rise? Where's Terminal? Where's Skidrow? Where's Afghan? Favela? There's so many different maps they could have brought in. Actual classics, fan favourites. But no, they decided to go with Shoot House and Shipment, which people have been playing for the last 3 years. They literally could have done it with any of the older maps from previous Call of Duty titles that players haven't played recently. But no, they decided to go with those two maps. One of them actually doesn't come out at the launch of Season 1. Then we move on to the new mode, which is Raid, and that's not even coming at the launch of Season 1. That is coming in season, so probably December, January time again. And that is to do with the co-op, the special ops side of the game. Then you've got a new co-op mission, which will be at the launch, High Ground, which is good. Give those co-op players a little bit more content. Then we have CDL Mosh Pit, which is the introduction to ranked play, which is coming from Treyarch in 2023. Then we move over to the right-hand side of the map, and this has pissed me off the most. We have a new Battle Pass system. is new to Call of Duty. They got that right, but there's not a new system whatsoever. We will go into it in full detail in another video, but basically they've stolen the Fortnite Battle Pass system where you can unlock things at different times. You're not forced through 100 tiers of progression. There's a new operator called Zeus. We have new weapons, the BAS-P and the Victus XMR, or the BAS-P. I don't know what you want to call it. And it's not even actually a new gun, because the BAS-P was in the campaign. I'm just going to call it the BAS-P. I don't even care. The BAS-P was in the campaign, but it wasn't in the game at launch. And then if you look at the bottom, there are other new weapons, and we'll go through those. In the beta, the Victus XMR, which is that sniper rifle you can see there, that was also in the beta. So this isn't actually new stuff. This is stuff that should have been in the game at launch and just wasn't put in there. Then we go down to Modern Warfare FC event, and my God, why are there football players partnering with Activision to be in a Call of Duty? When I think Lionel Messi, or however you want to say his first name, when I think Messi, I think FIFA. When you say Paul Pogba, I think FIFA. When you say Neymar Jr., I think FIFA. If you say to someone that is used to playing FIFA, oh, Messi, Pogba, and Neymar are in COD, they're gonna laugh. It's fucking stupid. I don't care if it's a World Cup. I don't care if there's a massive football event. I don't care if these are the biggest names in football. Why are you adding football players into a fucking Call of Duty game? That's like putting a Smurf skin in Battlefield. It's like Ubisoft doing a Resident Evil crossover with The Division 2. It doesn't make any sense. But not only that, there is more details, including information on a limited time COD Ball mode. So I think that's something like, is it called Uplink? They're basically merging Call of Duty and football together, which is absolutely baffling, but I can't be asked to talk about the footballers anymore. Weapons, operators, and more. And if we just have a look straight in the middle, new bundles, you look at the third one down, is that called 7 Greed? Because greed is the only fucking thing this is. They know how much money they're going to make. Them limited time operator bundles, yeah, they're operator bundles. They're going to cost you like 2,000 COD points. They're going to be like £16 a pound of skin, £20 of skin or something like that. And they're footballers in a Call of Duty game. They know teenagers and stuff are going to eat this shit up. They know how many sales they're going to make from this. They've gone with some of the most known footballers in the world. I mean, to be fair, it wouldn't make sense if they did put lower tier footballers in there, but at the same time, they've gone with, like, a lot of people say Messi is the GOAT. There's obviously the debate between Messi and Ronaldo or whatever, but a lot of people will say Messi's the best player in the world, so they're going to make a fuckload of money from this promotion for football. But skipping, going back a little bit, we won't skip straight to the bundles. We'll talk about the weapons as well. The M13B, the AR, that was, let's have a look at this comment someone left on another video I watched, because the people in the community know a lot more about this stuff than I do. So the M13B was in the beta. It was available in the beta. So again, something else that should have been put in the launch of the game. And not only that, the Chimera, the other weapon you see there, another AR by the way, that's in season, so that's not even coming at the start of season 1, that's later down the line, so December, January sort of time. And that Chimera AR was utilised by Alejandro in the campaign, so campaign weapons, beta weapons, they're just adding them into the game. There's no new fucking guns whatsoever. Then we do have the new bundles. We've got the Pro Pack. We've got 7, is that Sloth? And then we've got 7 Greed. Then we have, is that Fringe Tactical. So there are new bundles that are going to cost you 20 odd quid or whatever, and they're going to feature a load of shit. I think this store is going to be over the top with skins and everything when it's released with Season 1. And I will bring it up if it's bad. If there's so many different bundles, a load of stuff that makes no sense to Call of Duty, I will talk about it, because they are taking the absolute piss with this. But then look at what it says in the bottom right of this picture. New operators, Claws and Gaz. And have a look at that. They are both in season. So I would say there's a good, 25-30%? Like, that's a rough sort of estimate. But I'll go with 30%. 30% of the Season 1 stuff isn't actually coming at the launch of Season 1. There is pretty much nothing new. Warzone 2 is not a new experience. It's a reskin. They created a new map. They took maps from old games. They just basically reskinned most of the stuff in there. Added in a couple of new vehicles. Added in aquatic combat. All that sort of shit. There's nothing actually proper full-on new in Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 with Season 1. It's all just reskinned, recycled, copy-paste, and it's an absolute fucking joke. I would say this is actually insulting to the community. And so many people are going to fall for this stuff. Oh yeah, but Shoot House, they've made it look different. Oh, Shipment is a little bit different. Do you know what Shoot House and Shipment are known for? They're not known for people to actually enjoy as multiplayer maps. They are camo grinding fucking maps. Everyone uses these maps to unlock their camos because they're very small maps. Shoot House is a traditional 3-lane map where you can just run around like a twat, using whatever you want to use to unlock the camos for it. They are camo progression grinding maps. They are not going to be good, and I mean Shipment, we have to wait for it anyway. So if they wanted to do a mixture, if they wanted to do Shoot the Ship 2 or whatever, and they wanted to have Shoot House and Shipment in the same playlist, running 24/7 in the rotation, they can't even do it on November 16th when Season 1 drops. I will be back with another video very soon talking about this stuff in more detail. That one I don't think I'm going to rant as much because I've spoken about a lot of the stuff in this one. And not only that, even though everything should have been in there at launch, there are some good features that are coming to the game. Like the goods, like we expected them. They should have definitely been in the game at launch. Combat record, tier 1, which is also known as hardcore. That sort of stuff should have been in the game at launch. It wasn't, but it is coming to the game, so it's not all doom and gloom. It is not all, like, I mean, it's all still recycled and reskinned, but there is going to be fun to actually have with this stuff. I know so many people are going to jump on Warzone 2 and jump straight into that store, just rinsing their parents' fucking credit cards for these stupid skins that they release. Oh, come look at this. We have a Santa outfit for Warzone 2. You can make yourself look like Santa Claus. So many kids are going to run to that store, parents' credit card, buy it, and guess what? You load into the game, you can't even fucking see your operator because you're playing a first-person game. I mean, that does make it very, very good for the third-person playlist addition to the game with Warzone 2, because you will actually have an opportunity to see your operator and see the skins you're wearing. But that still doesn't, I'm going to say, give them the right to charge the stupid amounts of money they do for the skins, because the primary game mode will be first person. Third person gameplay in Call of Duty is very niche. We're going to wrap it up there. Check out this video if you want to see other Modern Warfare 2 content on the channel. I will see you in the next video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thank you for watching.